true. Look, let's go ahead
All
and
right.
move right along into the next part. Ready, our keys to victory. Going into our keys to victory, going into this game, I will start with one of my first keys. I've said it before. I honestly think we need to run the RPO. Get Taylor mobile. Get him moving on his wheels. And I like the RPO more than I like the bootleg because a lot of times when we've kind of had it where he turns his back to kind of hand off and they're running kind of almost a stretch and then he boots back, those last couple times that defender is not buying the boot. He's not buying the run, and he's just sticking with the quarterback, and that just puts him in an awkward situation. Taylor in an awkward situation. Let's get it where he's looking right at the defense. That's one of the things I loved about RG3 was that the entire time he's focused on the DN, he's focused on the corner, the safety. Hey, boom! It's an easier read, and he can. And I think we can sit here and be able to get them on some quick stuff up the middle and potentially bust one for a long one. So yeah, get some RPOs, get him more mobile.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm thinking this is kind of a repeat of 2 weeks ago, but we need to continue that ball control offense that we've got because we can't win without it. But the Giants are vulnerable. We showed that to them last week. But I want to see us break one. Philly, Miles Sanders broke one. Philly ran for over almost 250 yards on these guys. So, we did a pretty good job of running against the Giants. I want to do a great job of running against the Giants so that we are letting our defense rest, so that we are not having to rely on Heineke to win the game for us. So I want to have some impact runs, whether it's through Brian Robinson, whether it's Gibson, whether it's Samuel, whatever you need to do. But I want to see us, focus on the run and break something big.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. As far as defense, one of the things I want eyes. I want eyes the entire game on Saquon and Daniel Jones. One of the things that happened is either Saquon was able to get through, or if we sold out for Saquon, then Daniel Jones came around the corner. It was fortunate for us that he fumbled that ball early that allowed us to get up early and take that 10-point lead. But as we saw, once they got it down packed and continued running it, it was effective, and they were able to get right back into the game, scoring the next 13. So we're going to have to stop those two, that backfield, that RPO. The very thing I'm telling us to do against them is what we need to stop them, because we need to make sure that Daniel Jones has to put it over ahead. We've seen, yes, Guyton got behind our defense, but we know he's good for one big catch a game and one or two big drops in the game. You know what I mean? So we just have to sit there and play physical with him, not too physical, but just, make sure that we're kind of in his face, because that, to be honest with you, outside of that and Bellinger, I don't fear anything out on that offense as far as receivers. So for me, it's keeping our eyes on Saquon and Daniel Jones every single play.
I've got very, very similar, and I think that just shows how important that part is for our success. Is it's stopping Saquon. Now, I don't know how he's kind of dinged up, but then the other one is stopping Daniel Jones and making him beat us with the pass, just like you're saying. Our defensive ends are going to be key on this with the RPOs. And is somebody going to be trying to make the big hit on the running back?
Right.
Or they're going to let the other guys get it and they're going to play a little bit more, just play the quarterback and take that threat away from them. And I want to make Jones throw it. One of the big changes that we may see Sunday night versus the last game is the return of St. Juice out there. Because remember, when Slayton burned us, he burned 7th-round pick Christian Holmes. That could be a huge key for us. Jones was impressive to me in the last game. He threw the ball way better than I thought, and he always throws the ball well against us. But again, our defense was missing some pieces.
Yeah.
And now that if St. Juice is going to be back, I feel a whole lot better saying, well, Daniel Jones, you're going to have to beat us, because I feel much better about our corners and safeties play. Just like you said, let's let Bellinger and who is that other guy that made the touchdown catch? Holmes? Was that his name? Was it Isaiah Holmes?
Yeah, like a Hodges.
Hodges, that's
Hodges,
it.
yeah.
Let's make those guys going to be the ones that have to make plays against us.
Force them to do it. Yeah, that's what Jared said. The matchup to watch is G-Men pass game versus Commander secondary. Makes no
Yeah,
sense for G-Men to run against Joe. I mean, now they have been able to get through us, but
they
get through. But
did
if we're
big time.
able to just shut down that read option or at least limit it, I just like you said, just I really have confidence, especially if St. Juice gets back with our secondary, and especially the way we've been playing. And man, honestly, this is one of those games where I'm like, I can see at least 2 picks. You know what I mean? 2 picks, one deep ball that we pick off, and maybe one batted ball, or one like something that Jamin Davis in the flatter, somewhere he undercuts something. Like I
Yeah,
can really honestly see us really make Daniel Jones have just a bad day.
for once, can we do that, please?
Yeah, right. Come on now, come on. You got any more keys?
I got one more.
Yeah,
I
you got
want
it.
us to kind of feed off what worked at the very, very end of the game with our passing play.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the prevent defense, we saw different routes getting open. We spread the ball out. Jahan Dotson made a catch and run for a touchdown. Curtis Samuel got much more involved in the pass game. We need to spread that out. Logan Thomas was open against the Giants for a touchdown, and Heineke missed him. It was a
Mm-hmm.
throw when he had a linebacker in front of him and a safety back, and that's a hard throw for Heineke to make. If he hits that play, it's a touchdown. We're moving on.
Yeah.
So Logan can get open against the Giants. Let's test their linebackers and secondary.
Yes.
They don't scare me.
Yes.
So I'm talking about all of an aerial assault. Let's test these corners. Let's test their pass defense, because I'm not worried about them. I feel we have a whole lot better players. I like their pass rush. So we need to get the ball out quickly and go after them. Be aggressive with it.
Absolutely. My last, like Jared says, is going to be a fake punt in this game. This is the type of game that there would
It
be
is.
some kind of
Be ready.
gimmicky
Yeah.
something. So don't get caught with your pants down, as my dad would say. Don't get caught sleeping, essentially. Pay attention. Be looking for the most rare. Yeah.
Ever. Never wanted
Yeah,
to
right.
call it
No,
that.
you never was. You're right. Now, thinking about it in hindsight, it's like he just say it. But, but definitely, make sure you always, you're on your, like my guy Jared said, cross your T's and dot your I's. Always make sure you're on your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Make sure you're always aware of everything that's going on, because they definitely are getting to that point where they're, if I'm not mistaken, like 1-4 in their last 5. Or
No, they're struggling. The Giants are definitely struggling.
After starting off 7-2, something like that.
Yeah.
They've definitely been struggling as of late. So, there's going to be gambles all around. Absolutely. So be aware of that. This is one of those type of games that if you get caught napping, they'll get something cheap over you.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.